Good evening, Pio Nation. Thank you so much for returning again. I'm glad to see you here. My name is Matt Williamson. I want to introduce one of our Overwatch players, actually. So if you want to introduce yourself to everyone.
Yeah, Quentin Shields, tank main for Overwatch. I know a decent bit about Rainbow, but I'm super rusty at it, so we'll see how this goes.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a lot better than me. So we have our Rainbow Six match that's going to be coming up in just a few minutes. So we'll be commentating. So we want to welcome Quentin to be able to come and help with commentating. It's certainly a lot better than me commentating, as you guys have seen. All I say is like, okay, that guy died, and that guy died, and that guy died. So at least we have someone that has a little bit understanding of how the ops work, positioning, strategy. So it should be a little bit more informative and at least maybe a little more entertaining for you. So tonight, our Rainbow Six team will be going up against Cazenovia College or University. Now, I finally got the name right. It took me like 3 times earlier today to get it right, to get the name right, but now I can't remember if it's college or university. And I want to make sure I get that right. Cazenovia College. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, Cazenovia College, as part of Collegiate Rainbow Six. The Pioneers are coming off of a very, very heartbreaking loss from last week against Michigan State. Went to Game 3, overtime match point, and the Pioneers were 10 seconds away from winning. And our captain, Vincent Anderson, was so close. It was actually got knocked down to 1 HP, and then he got picked off. So I know they were kicking themselves for that. But going up against a school like Michigan State, you have to be proud of for the way they played. So that actually, if you want to see that match, that is up on our YouTube channel right now. So you can go to bit.ly/Marietta Esports to watch that. So I guess I kind of spoiled it for you, but at least you can see that for yourselves. So while we are waiting for them to get things set up, we'll go ahead and give the roster for our Rainbow Six team. Make sure I get the right one. Hopefully this is the right one. Is it the right one? That is definitely not the right one. I thought I fixed that. Let me try this again. Hold on. That is our Rocket League team. So they already played earlier today. So let me see what happened here. Let's try this again. There we go. That is our Rainbow Six team. So we have our captain, Large Nugget, Vincent Anderson. We also have playing tonight Sith Jedi, Alex Meyer, Rez, Dylan Poles, Boba Flex 7, Bobby Weber, Juju Tap, Julius Tapia. And unfortunately, the fan favorite Spoon will not be able to play for today. So if you guys, I know you were loved watching him play last week. But if you were hoping that he was playing today, unfortunately, he is out of town. So you will not see any Spoon tonight. So right now I think they're still trying to get things set up trying to get the lobby. And we're kind of seeing what's going on right now, but they don't have everything set up just yet. Just so you're aware, under the Collegiate R6 rules, and we talked about this last week, so we'll mention it now. There has been a change in how spectators is done. So last year we were able to spectate as a normal observer, creating the matches ourselves. But Collegiate R6 has made a rule where the observer cannot be in the same building as the players that are on the team. Apparently, there were some instances of cheating last year from some of the different schools. So Collegiate R6 said we're not going to risk it. And since our players play from our esports room and our broadcast room is in the same building, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to spectate the entire match from that top level perspective that you're used to. However, we are going to be able to take a look at the match from the perspectives of Sith Jedi and Juju Tap. So we will still have a match for you to see. And I think we got all the kinks worked out with some of the video and audio. So you'll be able to see and hear from that. So all we're waiting for right now is just to waiting for them to get the lobby set up. So once they get that underway, we'll get the game to you. So I think right now they're just inviting everyone there. I don't even know what the maps are. They didn't tell me. That's one of the downsides of having the teams kind of do their own thing now. They don't tell me what is out.
I just like that he was going through all the attackers and defenders right now because it's bringing me back to playing all these different characters and the different guns and thinking which ones are better or worse for certain situations. So I'm getting a little bit of a refresher, but
Okay.
I do know from now on, each season that comes out, they're only adding one operator per season. I don't know how long they're going to continue with that, but they're starting to slow it down, and they started that with Zero, which is Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. And at first, I was thinking it was a little odd and cheesy to have another Tom Clancy character put in there, but from what I've seen, his gadget is really nice. It is a little camera you can put in the hard walls and to see through on the other side, and that's kind of helpful because there's not a whole lot of cam operators for the attack. So that's a nice addition.
Okay, well, we'll see if we see that at all today, or if it gets banned, or how things are going. We're still waiting for things to get set up, so I'm not so sure what the holdup is. You know, I'm just gonna go check to see what the holdup is. So I'm gonna be right back.
I'll do that. Yeah. Rainbow is a very interesting game to me. It is. It's a great game made, but I know most people that play it. It's a good rush. It's a good, if you win at it, it feels great. But losing is just the same, which is how most games are. But never. I know, it's just the counter-terrorist type game that has been this game has been big since 2015. I don't think it has died off a whole lot.
Okay. So I think I know what's going on with the delay. So one of the other rules in Collegiate R6 is we have to use Moss. I don't know if you've ever used it before when playing.
I don't think.
It's basically an anti-cheat software. And anyone in the chat who has used Moss can attest for me that it's a pain in the butt to put together. Because, I mean, you can download it, but usually what happens is your antivirus software flags it as a virus. So it either like automatically deletes it or quarantines it or flags it so you can't run it, and you have to go through all this trouble of trying to get it set up, which was odd because they were able to get Moss running last week. So what happens is whenever an antivirus gets their database updates, like some weeks Moss has worked perfectly fine, and then out of nowhere the following week there is it just decides not to work because the antivirus is like, oh, it's a virus now, even though it was perfectly fine a week ago. So a couple of our players are trying to get that set up. So hopefully they'll get it working soon. That way we can get the match underway. I have been told that they think the first map is Clubhouse. Keyword is think. I know that's one that they like a lot. No, I think it's just warming up right now. Yeah, I think he's just doing like a terrorist hunt or something to get things.
I really miss the map Bartlett University. It is one of the maps that they thought was not. It thought it was not strategically good, but they haven't done anything to try to fix it. They took it out of casual and ranked rotation, and it's kind of been just sitting there. You can do it in terrorist hunt still, I believe, but I really miss that map. That was a fun map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think that's on the rotation. One of the possible maps that we can go with in Collegiate R6. I know Clubhouse is on the list. Villa, Consulate, Cafe. I think Theme Park is on the list now. It's one of the newer maps, if I remember correctly. I don't think too many people actually like Theme Park, but it's there.
They reworked it a little bit, and that kind of helped. But I cannot remember the ranked rotation right now because recently I bought a new console, so I kind of restarted on most of my games. So I am not to the point of ranked yet currently.
That's still better than me. I'm still level 5. I played a game. I played like one of those co-op against CPU games.
Yeah.
And I think they wanted to vote kick me. That's how bad I was at it. And the thing is, like, the guy died with the diffuser, and I picked it up and I planted the diffuser, and they still wanted to kick. It's like, I'm doing my part here. I shot a couple of them.
I know with that vote kick system now, A funny thing is, enemy teams can see who you're trying to vote kick now on your team, and
Oh, really?
I found that unnecessary but also hilarious. It- it's a mixture of you see this person on your team that is either throwing, they're not doing as well, and you just want to get rid of them. But when the enemy team sees that, it kind of lets them know that the morale's down a little bit, and they can kind of push your limit.
Yeah, and then they also kind of can tell, okay, if this is the person that's causing problems, if if they can try to take out the others, then that's going to give them a tactical advantage because they know something's wrong with this person, so we'll just keep him up, unless
Yeah.
it's really easy to pick off.
I know you can't do that in these kind of matches, but still, I thought it was a funny thing
No,
that they did.
we do see the occasional team kill, but we don't see people getting voted to kicked off in the middle of a match. That would be kind of weird, right? Go kicking someone during an actual match.
You'd have to get really fed up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So while we're waiting, we did see that Detective Curdle gave us a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for that. Your guys' subs have been we're very thankful for that. In fact, we've actually received enough subs to unlock a new emote slot, which is awesome. The problem is I don't have any new emotes to share with everyone. So we're going to have to talk to our communication brand management department to see if they can help us with some of those emotes. We've already accessed an emote slot last week, so we released one of our emotes. So we have the Pio Smile and Pio Wow emotes. So feel free to use those in the chat whenever things are going well, or maybe when things are not going well. I mean, I guess you can smile when we're losing. I prefer if you didn't.
I mean, you gotta have some positivity in even the worst of situations.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on see if we can get some new emotes available, so that way you guys can use it. But yeah, thank you so much for the support. I mean, it does help with building our program to be able to purchase apparel, equipment. I mean, we were able. I know I say this numerous times, but we were able to start a Super Smash Brothers team, and that's because of your guys' support. I don't know if we'd been able to do it without your help. Which, by the way, we are still looking for people for the Super Smash Brothers team. So if you are a Marietta College student and you are interested in Super Smash Brothers, come talk to me. We have a spot for you.
See, that brings up another point. I know I've kind of jokingly said this, but a Pokemon team, I don't know exactly how that would work, but I would love to do competitive Pokemon. That'd just be fun for me.
I've always said if there's enough interest and there is a collegiate esports presence for it, we'd be open to it. But I haven't seen that for Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't think there's a league for it. I just know that there are professional Pokemon players, whether it's like card based or the game. They've just made their own with other professionals and kind of just did a draft league, which is a nice setup. But there's no like really. It's hard to do like have several people on one team representing colleges. It's more like one guy hoping he can get next on the bracket.
Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out for it. I'm not so sure we'll be able to form a team. I think we're gonna have a better chance of maybe trying together a Valorant team. I know there's some people who express interest with it, and so I wouldn't be surprised if before the end of the academic year that we would have a Valorant team. So if you're interested in Valorant, let me know as well, and we could see if we can try to get something set up. Because I know even some of our current players would be down for that.
Yeah, I think we lose a couple Overwatch members.
Well, we do have a rule where you can be on at most 2 teams.
Yeah, but
I know with Overwatch it takes a lot of time.
College life is busy too.
I know. That's why the limit is 2. No more than 2. And realistically, you probably should only just be on 1 team. Otherwise, you're not. I mean, you think about what's coming up. I mean, I'll talk to you a little bit about this coming week. I mean, Overwatch is going to have a pretty busy schedule.
We're going to be playing Overwatch every day but Tuesday because we'll have 3 games and 3 practices a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, so like on Monday, you guys will be going up against Shawnee State as part of the NACE collegiate competition. So, what are your thoughts going into that match?
I need to do more. I need to look up these people more. I need to actually watch more matches that they've done because for the most part, I've been going. If I'm playing, and I'm going to pick the characters I'm best at and run that. which I know after the first match, we kind of tried to stick to a certain comp with a dive. And I'm not the best Winston player. Mason's a better Winston than me. I feel like he should have played that from the get go. But this week, he put me in. He's like, play the characters you want to play. Play Ryan and Hog. I know those are the ones you like. So go for that. And I did. And it was a lot better gameplay than it was last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seemed like the Zarya Ryan worked very well for you guys this week.
I like Ryan a lot, and Tyler's a good Zarya. I mean, when I'm dead, I'll peek over at his screen, and he is great tracking, and he's usually at high energy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a good tank, but off tanks are usually meant for impactful damage more so than holding up the front line.
Yeah, and Zarya is one of those where you really gotta know what you're doing with how to keep the charge up. So those of you who are watching right now, we're waiting for things to get set up for game one. I think there were some issues with Moss, so we're hoping that things will be underway soon. But we're just kind of waiting to cross our fingers and hope that they can get Moss up and running, because it is required by Collegiate R6. If it weren't for that, we would be underway, but they require those files to make sure no one's cheating. I mean, of course, we would not cheat, but if there were any questions about it, we can say, hey, here's our Moss files. It shows that we didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. So it's better to have that available just to be safe. So that's kind of why we're waiting right now. So appreciate everyone's patience while we're waiting for game one to get set up.
I've never had to worry about that because I play on console. And the closest thing you get to cheating is someone maybe plugs in their mouse and keyboard when you're playing a game. Then there are the games that have crossplay, so you can never really say cheating, because, I mean, just because it's a lot easier to aim on PC than it is on console, I don't think that's considered cheating.
Yeah, that's true. Although it was interesting, like, our first match last year, we found out like 10 minutes beforehand that it was keyboard mouse exclusive. You could not play on controller, and we had one of our players. I mean, okay, I'll go ahead and mention it. It was Bobaflex. He was solely a console, like a controller player, so he was not happy when we found out like 10 minutes beforehand that he had to play on keyboard mouse. So he played on keyboard mouse for like the first time in a match. So you can guess how that went. But I'm telling you, he learned, he kept working at it, and now he's one of our best players on keyboard mouse. So that just goes to show that if you're a controller player and you're not so sure you can really do keyboard mouse, it can be done. It takes a little time, a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get over that hurdle, you can be really good at it.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting to it. It's lucky that I'm a tank player, because tank, you don't need as much aim as DPS, or some of the certain healers. It's a easier transition for me playing a melee character than, say, if I was a DPS man that auto picked Widow every time, and then I pick up a mouse and I'm like, what do I do with this?
Yeah. Unfortunately, for a game like Rainbow, it's a little bit more work, because can't really play a tank in Rainbow.
No, yeah, Rainbow. I like DMRs and shotguns the best, if I'm going to be honest. DMRs, just the tapping as fast as I can feels better than small bursts of a AR or SMG. Are they getting ready?
Yeah, well, they're in a lobby, so I'm gonna guess they got Moss up and running. So everyone from Marietta's in there. I don't see Cazenovia there just yet, but they should be joining soon. Yeah, so hope, and it looks like game one will be on Clubhouse.
Oh, I was thinking, I'm drawing the biggest blank on Clubhouse. I'm pretty sure it's.
It's the one. The main thing with that is you have the CCTV bomb site.
Yep.
So what a lot of people do is you use Bandit to electrify that one wall that's by the AV stuff, and then you usually use like a thermite Thatcher combo to try to breach it, or now there's other ways to breach it. So yeah, that's the map. It's a very popular. I think just about every single match we've had, at least one of the games was on Clubhouse. So I think that's the one that our team is most comfortable with. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to uh, pick that one first.
I would really like a rework to Favela because the reason everyone hates it is because there's so many soft walls on that entire map. And I had friends that would get the AA-12 on defense and ruin it for all of us because they would just take away all the walls and you couldn't reinforce it in time because by the time you tried, the entire attack team could already see your entire floor.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I don't think anyone likes Villa. I think that was the map last week that we were 0-7 when we played against Michigan State. Because yeah, that one's it's a tough one. But yeah, I think we saw. Okay, we're starting to see people from Cazenovia hop in. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over because you guys have been watching. You've just been seeing the roster for Rainbow Six Siege for like 10-15 minutes now.
Yeah.
So let me just at least go ahead and get up so you can see the lobby being formed to make sure I get the right overlay set up here. Now that's not the right overlay. I didn't mean to press that. Good thing I didn't do anything. So what I need to do is I'm gonna press this button. Then I meant to do the really cool transition. Let me do it again. I like the transition. Like, oh, that didn't happen. That did not work properly. Yeah, so I think they're just talking in chat to make sure that everything is good. Let's see here. I think I remember how this. Yeah, okay. You know, that's fine. We don't need a transition. Yeah, we don't need the transition. We'll do it live. Yeah, no transition.
What was that? Is that gold? Is that what the gold looks like now?
Yeah, they're checking their ranks. Okay, so maybe they're all. Yeah, there's a couple gold, a silver, a bronze. And I didn't catch what the rank was for the first player.
I think they're all gold and
Okay.
then one silver. I stick our ballots around gold 2, gold 1, and I got to I can't remember what one above it is, but I got to that finally just for the one season that I wanted a good charm.
All right, as you hear from our teammates that are talking to the other ones, they are getting game 1 underway. So here we go. Marietta College versus Cazenovia College. Looks like Marietta will be attacking first and Cazenovia defending. So let's see what kind of bans we're gonna get here. So do you have any predictions?
I from when I last played ranked, I saw a lot of Jackal and why am I drawing a blank? Gosh darn it. Yeah, Caviera. Ace. Okay, Ace is I don't know Ace too well. I can't remember what his gadget's called, but I know what his gadget does. And that is a really good pick. It's just a stronger Hibana, in all honesty.
Yeah, I know he's been very popular in a lot of the games, and we're not gonna see the Thatcher. I'm not surprised by that at all.
That Thatcher, he's the one that gets you in a lot of out of the sticky situations where you can't push forward with the hard breachers.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but he's also used to try to like disable the car battery that Bandit uses so they can try to breach that wall by CCTV.
Yeah.
So if you take him out, then it's like, well, you don't.
Kaid. Yeah, Kaid is good coverage for reinforcing. Bigger walls, he can get 3, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly. Unless you have a Thatcher where it is. And
wow, I was about to say, like, if you ban the Kaid, then the only other op that you can use to protect the wall is a Bandit, and Cazenovia decides, you know what, we're going to take out the Bandit. So that CCTV wall is going to be exposed.
They still got mute though. I don't know a lot of people that still play mute though. Oh my goodness.
All right, now I believe we are looking at this through. I think this is Sith Jedi's perspective, if I remember correctly. I'm going to push a button to make sure. Let's see here. Yeah, so he's playing the Buck. Is he going to do a 6-pick? So what we got? So we got Thermite. We got. What's that? Zophie? Oh, we're going to use the 6-pick, so we're going to get the Hibana instead. We got IQ. We got Maverick.
I'm looking for a name.
I'm just trying to remember. Zofia.
Buck is my favorite attacker. So yeah, we're watching Sith. All right, yep. So we got Thermite, Sophia, IQ, Maverick, Buck. They got a decent stack. IQ is one of the operators that I think is the least useful. She's good for spotting stuff, but other than that, she can't really do anything about it. Maverick and Thermite are going to be your hard breachers. Thermite with the obvious big bang, but Maverick's got the little sneaky peeks. And then you got Buck and Sophia as your soft breachers.
Yeah, I find the IQ pick interesting, especially like they must be anticipating some set of traps somewhere, but although I can't remember what the what Cazenovia picked. Like we really see it for a couple seconds, but I don't remember what they chose. They're checking for those quick spawn peaks.
He's using the AR. AR has too much recoil for me. Oh yeah, and I just keep slowly remembering things. Buck doesn't have frag grenades anymore. It's just the stuns and the claymore.
Yeah, that's like all coming back to you, right?
Yeah. Which, might I say, the new ACOGs look amazing for a lot of these characters.
Okay. So Juju has found the bomb. So let's go take a look and see what's going on from Juju's perspective. I think he thinks there's someone there. In fact, he's pinging it. We just don't know.
I believe I saw someone's under.
Yeah, they think it's a castle. Yeah, castle and mirror have been pointed out.
They definitely have a mute.
Yeah, they definitely have a mute.
Their last line of defense for most of those hard breachers.
Oh, I think isn't spotted. I don't know if he took a hit, but Rez is going to getting nitroed, and even Juju has been knocked down. Although Sith Jedi did take out one, so it is a 4v4. Boba gets another frag.
Boba gets another?
Yeah. Too bad we can't watch from Boba's perspective. But we see
Boba's cleaning the house.
Oh yeah, that's what, 4? Did he get? Is that 4?
He's on 4 right now, I believe. And Juju with the cleanup.
I'll tell you, Boba has definitely been on a roll this year. Like during even practices, like he's been carrying the team. It's kind of funny. I told the story last week and I'll tell it again. Like usually, like Sith Jedi is a really good player, and he was like our main carry last year. So like they were playing a game. I think it was just like an online matchmaking game, and like Boba was talking about how like he got like a 3K on the round, and I just go up to Sith Jedi like I told him, Aren't you the one that usually carries the team? So the next round, like he gets a 3K on there and just like completely demolishes their team. And I'm like, that's good coaching right there. That's how you coach up players.
Oh boy. They swapped back to the Maverick, but they got rid of the Habana for Blackbeard.
Interesting choice. So yeah, so I mean, it was a good round for Marietta in general, although we didn't get to see much of the action, but I mean, that's what happens when we can only just watch from one player's perspective, so hopefully the action is from who we're seeing. But still, overall, very well executed. Sure what he's waiting on, so we'll go see what Sith Jedi is up to. Okay, so Sith Jedi has found the bomb.
Alright, they got the whole basement going under lockdown. Arsenal and Church are the points. Ooh. Oh,
what?
That was accidental team kill by shooting a drone.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we got that perspective. So team kills happen, but I don't think I've ever seen a team kill in an attempt to take down a drone.
You see, I've done that too many times.
Yeah. Can someone? I'm almost ready to say it, but can someone clip that?
Please.
I mean, it is unfortunate. I mean, you hate to see those things happen. I mean, yeah, it is a little funny, but you hate to see a team kill happen in any match, especially during drone phase.
Defense too. I usually say defense has the upper hand, no matter what operator choice is picked. But it's really tough. And Mossie's a good tactical character too with his gadget. He takes over the attacker drones, so they even have even more drones that defense can use.
You see, Marietta is already breaching. Well, Sith Jedi takes down not a squid, and even takes down that gadget trap, whatever that was.
He's clearing all the traps.
Yeah. Rez does
almost got sprayed through the wall.
So Marietta is up 4-3, but
he's got people on either side of him.
Yeah.
Ooh, got Frost.
Boba does go down, so
a little spray in the blue.
Yeah, the diffuser has been dropped, so Marietta's probably gonna have to try to see if they can take out the remaining people. They still got a minute and a half left.
Oh, they just have the vigil left, and he's probably gonna watch the bomb. Most likely. I
think they saw something over there.
Send out 2 concussions.
Yeah, just take the diffuser and just plant. And Juju finishes them off.
Got a nice selection of even 3s on the scoreboard. Mm-hmm. So far, very good for Marietta.
Yeah, this is a great start. Like Marietta, they might see if they keep the same comp if they make any changes. Oh, I think Sith Jedi wanted Maverick.
Iana is a character I agree to love real quick. Her gadget is very useful for tracking and also tricking enemies with her duplicate. And I think I've gone on to point and like fake knifed at too many people with her.
Let's see what we got here for Cazenovia. Cross Vigil.
They're running to Chanka? Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't think
so. I cannot wait for his rework.
Can't say I've seen too many Chankas out there, so see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, he's got a decent SMG. I love the shotgun. And then his gadget is just a stationary old World War II turret.
Yeah, I remember that good old turret.
Can't go wrong with that. Which I think it's next season. His rework comes out, and the turret is becoming mobile, and I think it has incendiary rounds on it as well.
In my opinion, I think that's a needed change for Tachanka because you don't see too much. Because you're being stationary, you're very vulnerable when you're behind the turret. Yeah, you can do a lot of damage, but it doesn't take too much to try to counter that. If it's more mobile, you might see more Tachanka play with that.
It's very situational depending on what room you're in.
Yeah.
I believe they're trying to rehold top, maybe?
Yeah, although Juju's taken some hits, so he's been spotted. And Boba takes out not a squid. But he does get taken out.
Boba with another kill.
Yeah, we'll just keep it here. I was going to switch over to Sith Jedi, but if we're going to be able to see Boba's perspective, or everyone's perspective. All right, I'm going to switch over to Sith Jedi's.
Oh.
I
was to welcome that.
But Sith Jedi does take out beat a Scarecrow.
It is a 4v2, but if no, never mind. Back up. Could have been a possible 3v2. Ooh. Nice spray with the hearing from Sith. Large cleaning it up. Which that's Vincent, right?
Very good. Yeah, Marietta's playing very well. I mean, a couple little things here and there, but overall, they're doing well.
I'm not used to this the style of the layout because I'm used to it being 2 matches and swapping over to the other side. I'm kind of waiting for defense.
Yeah, it swaps. I think it swaps starting at round 7, if I remember correctly.
7.
So what can happen, and what has happened to us before, is, I mean, if you win like the first like 6 rounds in a row, and then you swap, so you have to at least win 1 round on the other position.
Yeah, I'm used to it. It used to swap every other round. Then they went to 2 rounds, and I think that for the just normal ranks, that's how it is. And I'm kind of just wanting to see more defense because I prefer defense a lot, and a lot of the operators.
Yeah, I think most people prefer defense. So I'm gonna guess like during the pick side for the map picks and bans, Marietta probably chose Clubhouse, but then Cazenovia probably picked defense first. And we see that drone being taken out. Now the Jedi's just gonna pick another spot.
I'm really hoping one of the maps is Cafe Dostoevsky, because that's another fun map of mine.
It could be. I don't know for sure. We'll find out. I mean, there will be at least a game 2.
Oh yeah, that brings me a good point. Are these best of 3 matches?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. We could be here for like 3 hours. It could happen.
Probably a good thing it's not best of 5 than like Overwatch on Saturdays.
No, there's no way we could do that. We'd be here all night if it were a best of 5. We do see one's getting spotted. Gonna get shot at, but
Ooh. I probably should have mentioned the Lion pick they have now. Lion's also another fun character.
like IQ is down, and it does get finished off by Magic Burb.
Surprised it was an interrogation. Oops.
Well, people going off left and right, so it's now a 3v3, so it's evened up with Lazy Glasses getting the frag onto Sith Jedi. I think Marietta's waiting for some movement to.
I always forget how slow Rainbow can be when it comes to deciding when to push and everything.
It's not like Overwatch at all.
No, Overwatch, you gotta go in and fast one way or another.
And Boba is going to try to plant the diffuser.
A nice Lion call to scare off anyone trying to get in.
The diffuser has been planted, but Boba does end up going down, so there's only 2 left. The Lion's at half health. They're just got to keep an eye on that diffuser. And Rez is going to spot someone out. They have gotten a hit off of him.
Guys keeping Mozzie in line. Capcan's been a real slippery one. Oop, there he goes. There goes Capcan.
So all that's left is the Mozzie. And there he goes.
And there we go.
Okay.
Oh, they traded at the end too. Good thing there's a 2v1 with a trade, because if it was a 1v1 with a trade, that would have been a draw.
So wait a minute. Did Maverick get the killing blow there? I thought.
No, they traded. So they killed each other,
Right.
but
Right, but I would think that they would show the round from his perspective and not Maverick.
they have never done that. Usually, if the person that gets the final kill dies, they'll just throw it off to someone else.
Oh, that's
Same
why.
way if they just win by the bomb being defused.
Okay, well,
It just shows someone random.
usually if the bomb's being defused, they just show the person defusing the bomb.
Oh no, if it's not defused.
Oh, if it's, oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, the show being diffused.
No, that's usually like that.
We're gonna see. Ooh, we're gonna see a Finka this time. Oh, no, never mind. We're gonna see Sophia again.
Finka is a fun character though. That is a better playstyle for rushing in. And I would always, I remember one of my friends would just pick the LMG. Shoot, I can't remember what other character I'd pick to help him, but he would just go in with no recoil and 100 bullets to go. So those are always fun moments.
All right, we're gonna swap over the Juju Tab's perspective because I don't know what Sith Jedi was doing, but he was not droning. He was just kind of chilling. Okay, so they did spawn out some. I don't recognize that icon though.
Oh, that is Clash.
Oh yeah, I should have known that. Yeah, Clash has been growing in popularity lately. Actually,
she's always been a decent character. It's just playing shields is not for everyone. Especially Montaigne and Clash, as they have the full body shields. Although Montaigne's is deployable in Shrink.
There has been some more Monty play lately. There were quite a few matches last week where they used Monty. Okay, so they're gonna work their way through the tunnel. So they may be suspecting the bombs at Church Arsenal.
Oh, these dirt peaks are always risky.
Oh, he's got a little shield in front of him, so that helps a little bit.
Probably why they sent Blackbeard to go do that. Ooh,
nice. It takes out one from behind, but he's gonna get knocked down.
Actually, Sith might have saved him.
Yeah, the rest of Marietta is already there. So we're gonna swap over to Sith Jedi real quick, since he's just on the roll here. Although no-go does go down.
Ooh, a nice flick on the Mozzie. Last one being smoke. All I have to do is plant and make sure that the smoke does not get to them. And
it has
been. The 4v1, it's pretty easy. Yep, just a little spraying in the smoke and they got it.
Yep. So right now, Marion is up 5-0. And I almost hate to say this, so nothing against our team. I'm not used to this.
That's how I mean, I've only played 2 games, and I didn't wasn't part of the team during the summer. I kind of was just asked if I wanted to join, and I did for Overwatch. But I can definitely tell from this week, from last week, it just feels a lot different, a lot better. We definitely played better and communicated a lot better. That's for sure. Rainbow, you have to have good communication, but it's also a very quiet game comparatively.
Okay, we're checking. It's possible that I've seen in the chat that there might not have been some game audio. I thought I had it enabled, but maybe I didn't. So hopefully by the time you hear this, that you will hear game audio. So I apologize if because I thought we were hearing it, and I thought it was going through, but perhaps it was not. So my mistake. But hopefully you guys can hear the audio from this point going forward.
Drone has located a bomb.
But yeah, so Marietta's going to be things out.
Be advised, your drone has located a bomb. Seconds before insertion. 5 seconds before insertion. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Okay, so it looks like we can see that Cazenovia has gone with Legion and Frost at least.
If there's a Cap Cam, then this is going to be a fun round. Oh, that's a nice one tap by Sith. Getting the alibi. this point is one of the bigger, more open ones, which is both. It makes it harder to both attack and plant and also protect. Because you have to blow up that wall in the middle. It makes it just a long stretch of openness.
Mm-hmm.
Although the rework did fix that with the one center wall.
Yeah. And Boba's getting the frag onto Not a Squid, so Marietta's up 4-3.
I'm pretty sure he's killed him every round at this point.
Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect the
Yeah,
Ooh,
so
Boba planning and sitting right on the bomb. These are...
he is taking some hits, but Blazing Glasses and Vita Scarecrow go down, so it's just the Legion that's all left. The judge is waiting patiently.
And Boba picks off the
Op
one.
4 eliminated.
I think that was pretty much all Boba took on this one.
Just get him on those computers. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like right now, because of the whole COVID thing, we're allowing players to play from their rooms if possible.
Yeah.
So we want to try to minimize how many people are in the room, but at least we're fortunate that we're able to continue operating in a way that is mostly safe. I mean, we got the sneeze guards up, we got the hand sanitizers, so that people can still use the facility if they need it. But right now, just to be safe, we're letting people play on their computers in their rooms.
I mean, we couldn't play at all, from what I heard, if it weren't for those guards that are up.
No, we would need those, yeah, because it would not be safe. Yeah, so that's why we got them in there. Either that, or we would have to cut down the amount of people who can use the room in half.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do, but slowly we'll get to where it's a full room, and
And
my entire Overwatch team will be yelling and echoing.
and what I'm hoping is that we can get some more computers so we can have more people in here. 12 computers is great, but I would like to see 24. That's the number I would love to see. But I'm gonna need a bigger budget for that. I'm gonna need some donations, or maybe some more subscriptions from Twitch. You guys can help us make that happen. It may take a little bit, but every dollar matters. But all right, so we are at match point in game 1, and the roles have swapped. So Marietta is on defense.
I'm ready for this round then. We got Rook, good for defensive armor. Unless it's a headshot, there's no insta-death, so that's nice. Mute is their only thing against hard breachers. Castle's a good way to stop people from rushing. Same with Smoke.
Down to 10 seconds.
And then Jaeger is also just another little added tool. Which, another thing I'd like to talk about, the new reinforcement that they have added this season. Instead of everyone having 2, everyone has a pool of 10. And that, from what I've played in the new season, has helped me out so much. Because I get into the games where no one's reinforcing, and I have reinforced 8 walls.
That's actually a good move because, like, otherwise, like, depending on the operator you've chosen, like, everyone had to go put their 2 walls up and then do whatever else they wanted to do. But now you can have, like, someone take care of fortifying several walls while you take care of your job.
I mean, yeah, because, like, you have Rook, who all he has to do is place his armor down, and he's good. He can reinforce after that. Meanwhile, Cav, as a flanker, she has to get across the map. Now they're accidental team kill on a spray, I'm guessing.
And it looks like Jedi got a knock, but he's going to take some hits. He's going to back off. But
He's backing up on his right.
Juju does
Juju's
get...
big.
Yeah, he finishes it off via the Scarecrow. There's only 3 left, so if Marietta takes out all 3 of these, then they take game 1 of this series.
Juju with another.
Juju's doing all the work.
Ooh,
And
that was a pixel peek and a half.
Oh, yeah.
You have entered 10
Oh, that was from Jackal. That's... Juju about the ace, I think.
Almost. Almost.
I spoke way too soon.
Yeah, that's okay. So there's only one left. We'll see if Boba can do it. Or Nugo. Here, it's going to be really hard for this person to be able to finish off, because it's basically 3 left for Marietta. There's still about 1:10.
They still all the castle walls up and other reinforcements. Last one left is Jackal, so he can't get through anything hard. But his only advantage is he can get their footsteps and know exactly where they are. Just one reason why I'm a little surprised that he wasn't banned, but then again, last time I played ranked was probably 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Yeah, I remember last season, Jackal was banned most games. So maybe maybe he got nerfed, or just some of the other ops became more powerful, so they needed to be banned instead. So we see the drone coming out, and Rez actually gets picked off.
That's all on him not knowing where exactly he was.
Yeah, it's like they used the drone to bait him out, and then was able to finish him off. But there's only 13 seconds left, so Jackal's going to have to take out the rest of Marietta if they want to win this, or find some way to plant. Only 5 seconds remains.
Be advised, Op 4 has located a bomb.
He's found the bomb. He's trying to plant. And Boba does finish him off.
I was wondering what the pause was, but yeah, you have to actually be able to plant.
Yeah, if the timer hits 0 in the process of you planting, it delays. It waits until either you die or you actually finish the plant. So it does give you that couple extra teams. So Marietta does take game 1. Bolaflex, the MVP here. I think he had a really good round. 10 frags.
10-2.
Yeah, but even Sith Jedi had a good game. 9-2. Yeah, all around. Nuggo falling behind with 2-1.
No one's negative. I'll take that.
That is true. All right, so with that, Marietta does take game 1 of this best of 3 series. So we had to adjust the score here. So we're going to take a look and see if they're ready for game 2. Looks like it's going to be on Oregon.
Oregon's a nice map. Also had a rework too. They've reworked a lot of maps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Oregon was not actually part of the map pool last year in Collegiate R6, so that's one of those that they did add. I think Bank was in the rotation and they take it out. All right, so they're going straight into game 2. So let me get the overlay back here for it. So we're gonna switch over.
That just makes me really curious because all these maps that have little problems here and there that people liked, they're reworking all those, but then they still have maps like Yachts, Favela, and Bartlett that they haven't touched. Occasionally they'll bring some of them back into the casual mix, but it's kind of odd to me.
Well, that's why they're not in the map pool for competitive play. All right, so wait, so it looks like something went wrong here. Like they started the game, but I'm wondering if there was an error.
Maybe a DC.
Maybe they are allowed. Rehosts are allowed if there was something wrong. Hey, what's up?
The reason we left was we defended.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. We figured something was up. We just didn't. Okay.
We're gonna rehost it right now.
Okay.
Well, that was easily solved.
we're gonna blame Vincent on that one because they were supposed to defend and they're not supposed to be on offense first time around.
Ooh, I can't wait to see Defense Oregon then, if that's the case.
Okay, I know you've been waiting to see them play play
see more
defensively.
defense.
You only got one round. You just got a taste.
Yeah, and now I got 6 more. Hopefully, maybe some more. We'll see.
Yeah, well, at least 6. I mean, it's the first team to 7.
Oregon, that's a nice map to hold even with the changes.
So yeah, so they're gonna recreate the lobby, and then we'll get even though I think the invites are going out.
There we go.
Yeah, make sure then the orange side, and I'll just invite the rest in, and we'll be here very, very shortly. So shortly, we're not even going to go to a break. There's no point in going to a break, because by the time I actually hit the button to say we're going to a break, they'll be like, they're going to start up.
Yep.
So while we are waiting, I'll throw out a shameless plug here. So if you want to follow all the latest updates of what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on social media. So you can go to our Twitter at Marietta Esports. On Facebook, it's Facebook.com/Marietta Esports. We have an Instagram, so you go to instagram.com/Marietta Esports. It's basically Marietta Esports everywhere. We even have a TikTok. I've only put one video on there, but we have a TikTok. So I still have to figure out how to properly use it.
We are ready.
Oh, yeah. TikTok, I don't know. That's a whole nother story for
Oh,
me.
yeah. But I've been told it's popular, so it's I feel old because now there's a platform I'm like, huh?
That came immediately downloaded on my phone, and I instantly deleted it whenever I bought my new phone.
I don't think you're missing much. If I'm being honest, I don't think you're missing
I
much.
get plenty of them from the Instagram reels, but okay, let's see what's been first. Jackal.
Okay.
Is the suggested pick.
Oh, he's like clicking like that. Jackal. Just keep pressing that key. You can hear it.
Which, yeah, I guess with the how the defense and attack works now, that makes more sense that they did not pick Jackal last time, because they had attacker most of it. So they're going to be picking now definitely people that they do not want.
Yeah, because they are going to be.
And that is the weirdest ban I have ever seen.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you would.
I think it's just because it's a useless character, so they already just got rid of it.
Yeah, but
So-
why? I don't get this.
Yeah.
Why?
Pulse, that's somewhat handy, yes.
Somewhat, but you would think there'd be better ones to ban out. Like I don't think we saw an IQ a couple times last round, but I don't think we saw a pulse at all. So,
No. And here's
yeah,
the Echo.
Echo makes sense, but I don't know why they wouldn't ban like a Mira or
Yeah, and banning the IQ, which then they ban the pulse, which for most situations, the only reason you need an IQ is because of the pulse.
right.
Yeah, that second ban just that one's odd for me. From
Yeah.
Cazenova.
I have a theory. I don't know if it's right, but I wonder if maybe they're not too familiar with the meta. So if they don't, maybe they personally don't like those particular ops. So if they're not aware of what the meta is, then they wouldn't necessarily. But then again, like they picked the ace, so I guess they wanted to play the ace, so that's why they didn't ban it.
I mean, I've said this several times. I'm not one for meta usually. If most of the team is meta, and then there's one character that they just won't expect, I usually like running that. But by the time you don't expect it, you can see who they have.
Yeah, alright. I'll be honest, I think this is the first time I've ever seen Oregon, so I don't know any of the callouts. I don't know any of the locations.
It's not too different from the original. They've slightly modified it. The most modified is the first floor. Up here, it's not too bad. It just looks prettier, and there are less openings through the wall from outside.
Okay. Well, I've never played the original either, so I
Ooh.
still don't know any of the callouts or any of the places. Looks nice.
Now for Op 4 attempting to defuse your bombs.
A little old.
Going
Don't-
for a spawn peek. Nope. Yeah, we got Doc, good for heals. That's an obvious pick. Why? Oh man, I can't remember what mine does.
Well, I would tell you if I remembered myself, but I don't. Obviously, Bowflex already taken out Lazy Glasses. Although he gets a 1-for-1 trade because Duff Guy finishing him off.
Nation's a really nice character to slow them down, but they changed how his
So
gadget works. And that is another odd team kill.
yeah, a frag explosion.
That's the third one for the night. I'm guessing it bounced the wrong way.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
I mean, I've done it to myself.
these things happen.
Ooh.
Ooh, a nice frag there by Not a Squid.
Asian stood up and spread a little bit, made it to where Finka could easily hear him.
And that was pretty bold, just jumping down, just.
It's also a Finka.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I think that was an LNG too, so Had plenty of room to spray.
Alright, so let's swap over to Juju. See how he's doing. Since he's not dead.
He has the roaming dog. Pretty loud and slow character, but it's nice that you can heal yourself when you're out running about.
We got about 50 seconds left. They'll just try to see if they can spot anyone out.
You just making some noise. Res with the pick.
Here's some gunfire. He's gonna
Oh, that's both of them.
15 seconds.
So that was a 1-for-1 trade. 10 seconds left.
Yeah. The only bad thing about them running at the same direction is
5 seconds.
Art Marietta knows exactly where they're coming from.
And Nugga does take out one.
The time limit has been reached.
And there's that, round one.
Yep.
Slowest round of defense I've seen yet. But hey, I'd rather it be slow than careful than everyone running around the map.
Well, I mean, at that point, when technically Marietta was a little bit ahead, I mean, when there was only like 3 left, you don't want to just go out and roam and try to find them because then because they're probably going to be grouped together and then they'll pick you off. So all they have to do is just wait at the bomb site and wait for them to come to them. And it paid off. We're gonna see. Ooh, we're gonna see Goyo and Kaid here.
Swap in the vigil for a Jaeger.
Maybe
Possibly.
he hasn't finished. He hasn't confirmed it yet. And he does confirm the Jaeger.
Secure the bombs.
i.e. getting in the hatches. It's just odd to me because he's slow, but it makes sense that Kaid is really good for making sure they can't get through hatches.
Swap over to the Jedi and see how he's doing. Planting that
10 seconds left.
grenade launcher thing.
Down to 5 seconds.
Making sure they can't
Protect your bombs from being defused.
throw a grenade and get rid of that.
Yep.
That's still too close to him.
Now here's one thing that I find interesting, and maybe you can share some insight. They said so all the fortification that's shared among everyone. But if what I'm seeing is correct, they can still put 4 more of those up, and they're not doing it.
Oh yeah. Sometimes certain walls, depending on how you play, aren't necessary. Some people like to just leave walls readily open. That way, if someone is trying to get through it, they can easily. It's so easier to stop them if they already have their gadgets out trying to open it, and you shoot at them. Ooh.
We're seeing Sith
See,
Jedi
that's
is
a tight spot.
and he's gonna get finished
Yeah.
off. We'll swap over to the Juju.
Yeah, this part of the map after the rework is a lot more open, and with just the one pillar in the way, that can be scary, depending on where everyone's coming from. Because there's still a tunnel, there's stairs, and there's the other tunnel that's kind of behind him.
We're seeing 1-for-1 trade. Although Marietta still is up by a person, but Bubaflex has been able to avenge Rez's death. Right now, Juju's is kind of waiting around, but not a whole much going on. But and again, there's only 2 left for Cazenovia.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to a minute left, and I mean, they might be up by 1, but sometimes that doesn't mean anything. And so, with the minute left, you just gotta wait it out and be careful with it.
Oh, he does see something.
He's running away.
Yeah, he came down. I was like, nope, and guns back the other direction.
I love hearing the footsteps like that. That's one thing I like about this game with sound audio. I can actually tell vertical audio in this game. Other games, it's not the same, but Rainbow, you can definitely tell where people are, whether it's above or below.
Yeah, they did a really good job with trying to handle audio sources. I think there's only 1 person left for Cazenovia.
They get one, and
Yeah. So they're able to eat out the clock again.
same as last round, just they killed one at the final push and just didn't let the other one get on. I mean, that's kind of what happens when some people like to save their KD as much as possible. Then again, it's custom, and I don't know how custom works in Rainbow. I don't know if that adds to the stats or not.
Well, I know that after the match, you submit stats to Collegiate R6, and that does include your KD. So they try to keep track of stats during the competition. So that way, whenever you're looking up your opponent, you could see like what's their KD in their prior matches.
They're going for a selection that is just saying slow down, which I don't know if that's really the way to go with how Casanova's been playing, because they've been playing slow as is, so that's probably gonna just keep them out off a point in general.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, so far, all the rounds have gone straight to the full 3 minutes. So I think now they're just trying to ensure that it's going to take the full 3 minutes.
Loading new mag.
10 seconds remaining.
You should go in for the spawn peek, maybe? It's an odd one.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Ah, it's a run out one. Oh no, they're gonna castle it off. Oh, because that's a good it's peek from outside point on that one. I forgot about that. I watched him change the color of his attachments before the round. He wanted to do it real quick, and it does look better and cleaner on that gun. But yeah, that's also another new thing to the season. Being able to change the color of your attachments, though it's only 3 colors.
You see, he's got a Cloud9 pin on his rifle. Okay.
Cosmetic stores have always been a fun part of games for me. Yeah, he's just trying to make as much noise as he can, either to someone to come near him or.
It could be. He's got traps all over the place, so he's just like, come at me, bro. Although no one's falling for it. He's like, all the action's happening elsewhere.
Everyone else is in other places.
Yeah, so let's see what's going over in Sith Jedi's point of view. Both he and Nuggo are prone right now, trying to see if anyone's going to go by that castle wall. And there is someone there.
Oh, with a Monty coming up from the right. Oh.
And it happened again. Another frag team kill.
Oh, team kill and suicide. So that must have been a Misplacement on their part in the larger degree.
Yeah, so
Castle wall now open, trying to get the pixel peek. Ah, it's a Ying.
so is that like the fourth one this game?
That's the fourth.
Yeah.
Unless you want to count himself as well, then that's 5.
Oh, well, it was one grenade, so we'll call that 4. Naga does take out Scarecrow.
Reloading, cover me.
I was about to say before the frag team kill, I always found it very odd that you can prone yourself, see the opening underneath the door, and shoot someone in the foot enough, and that kills him.
Well, sometimes depending on how low they are, it kills them. Other times, it's just it does a little bit of damage. I think honestly, shooting someone in the leg should down them more easily. And ooh,
Yeah.
bit of a wide peek by Sith, and Duff got him.
Well, I mean, like, realistically, okay, if you get shot in the foot a couple times, yeah, it's going to hurt, but you're not going to die from it. But here, you shoot him in the foot enough times, that finishes him off. I just find that weird.
And it just always depends on game mechanics.
Yeah, that's true. Just how it's designed.
How they make the fight.
Yeah,
Ooh,
they
nice
got-
down on the Ying.
Yeah, there's only one off left. There's only 3 seconds left.
Last one being Havana. And a nice cleanup by Boba.
Warriors. Hostiles eliminated.
Yeah, the double frag going to Cazenovia with the grenade definitely slowed down their progress.
This map is... The kills are more coming from both sides now. The other map, it was mainly Marietta on the kills, but now it's looking pretty even on both sides. But I don't know. To me, it's like both are kind of playing a little bit messier on this map.
I think part of it has to do with the fact that it's new in the map pool. So I'm going to suspect that they're not used to it, especially even after the rework. I know they don't play it a lot when they're doing matchmaking, and since it was not in the map pool last season, they never had a need to practice for it until now. So I'm just going to guess that they don't really have a lot of strats or ideas of how they want to handle it.
Yeah, the season's not too old yet. Still fairly new, and I'm guessing Rainbow players in general that play it more often than me, they'll do unranked and ranked more than casual, and those have different map pools. So that, I will agree that there were some maps that they probably are not familiar with just because they don't play casual and don't see them enough.
Right.
Granted, Ubisoft does keep maps out of both casual and ranked, which I've never understood that. Which that's one reason I like Overwatch and how it does its maps, because all maps are in the quick play, but they only have the certain maps for competitive, and I like that openness for that part. Because even if the map's bad, they'll still have it on, but not for when it matters.
And we're gonna see an early spawn peek kill on the Juju tap. I think he tried to go for a spawn peek and got punished for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, when you've played defense, this is your 4th round of defense, and you still are trying to spawn peek, they're gonna be looking for it. They'll look at it at the beginning, but they're more likely going to be able to get you at that point, especially if you keep peeking from the same spots.
Op 4 found a bomb. You must defend it.
I'm not used to seeing the Legion pick, because back when I last played ranked, Legion on defense was also another one that they got rid of, because people like being able to run around, and he does not let you sprint, and you take damage.
And what's really interesting about it is Sith Jedi it likes playing roaming ops, so it is interesting that he's going with a something like a Legion. But we're seeing that Cazenovia is getting an early lead in this round, already taking down 3 of the Pioneers. Although Sith there gets the frag onto Magic Burb. So it's going to be up to him and Bulbaflex to be able to carry this round if they want to take it.
2-2. I mean, the characters that we currently have are meant to take care of both the other characters that they have.
Yeah, actually, I might be mistaken. I think it's...
Friendly remaining.
Oh, there my Boba is down. So Sith Jedi is the only one that's left For a second, I thought maybe it was Nogo that had it, but I was right the first time.
Until 1v2.
Yeah, that audio cue definitely helped. I think he was able to get a couple hits on him. Sees him around, trying to plant, and does not spot.
Ooh.
And just like that,
Stop standing. Friendly
Sith Jedi takes the round for Marietta.
Cazenovia being a little greedy with the plants and not paying attention to where Sith is, and Sith is a nice cleanup. 1v2.
That Marietta is up 4-0. I can hear them talking about in the other room.
Yeah.
I think Sid is very hyped about that round.
I'm just waiting to see an ace from either side, in all honesty. I want to see one. I haven't watched Rainbow I don't know how long. And this game really has not lost a whole lot of popularity since it came out.
It's only grown. I mean,
It's been out for 5 years now, hasn't it?
Mhm.
2015.
it's just one of those where, like,
secure the area. Keep the bomb.
it's just becoming really popular lately. I remember, like, last fall, there were, I think, approximately 60 schools that signed up for Collegiate R6. Last spring, that went up to 200. And now, I don't even know how many, but it's apparently so many that they've had to break up the competition into regions and divisions within those regions. So there's like three regions and then 5 divisions total. So I mean, it's just insane how in just a short amount of time that Rainbow Six has been popular in the collegiate scene. It's actually was one of our biggest one of our teams on our esports program. Unfortunately, we had 3 teams, but unfortunately one of them was not able to continue for several reasons. So now we're down to 2 teams. But between them and Overwatch, there are 2 biggest teams right now.
Yeah, I mean, I know for a fact I'm starting to enjoy Overwatch more with play with an actual team, not just a couple of buds that we get angry during ranked. But it's I don't know. I feel Overwatch definitely it's kind of like lessen the popularity. I'm a little excited for Overwatch 2. I know it's gonna add it's gonna add more to the multiplayer, but also it adds more to PvE and even a campaign. I don't even know how that's gonna turn out, but
Yeah. Well, the thing, the funny story is Overwatch was originally supposed to be like an FPS MMO by Blizzard, Project Titan that fell apart, and Overwatch was essentially a mini game, like the payloads and stuff. They were kind of like the multiplayer mini games that were going to happen in that MMO. So they turned that into a game. So I think they've always wanted a PvE aspect of it, but they just didn't know how to incorporate it. So now they're going to be able to add it in. So I think that's going to be great for those who prefer kind of more the PvE stuff rather than PvP.
That's one reason I got into such a big Destiny 2 phase, because I kind of wanted some PvE in my life, and that one really good, especially with the raids. But yeah, let's get back to Rainbow on that subject.
Yeah.
Very slow start so far.
Yeah, not a whole
Only a
lot.
minute left with 5-5.
So Cazenovia is definitely taking their time, but Marietta hasn't spotted anyone out. I mean, with each second that ticks, it's just gives more favor to Marietta, because if Cazenovia takes too much time, they're going to be just sitting around like, oh, we only got like 30 seconds left. We got to move, and then that's when mistakes get made. I can't count how many times we've done that when we were on offense. We would just take too long.
Well, you take too long, you start to panic when the timer goes low, which I know that forced me to not pay attention to the timer at sometimes, but that would also be a fault. Is not paying attention to the clock is not as good.
See, so Citron does spot someone, but Juju is able to get a frag onto someone, but do see Cazenovia trying to make a move, a 1-for-1 trade.
Cazenovia is starting to come out from all sides. Marietta still up though.
15 seconds left.
Yeah, they're
4
all
and
on
2
top.
with 15 seconds.
And Sith Jedi and Boba are able to finish off the remaining two, so Marietta takes the round.
I wish there was an easier way for us to see how that scoreboard without hoping whoever we're watching flicks it up.
Yeah,
I'd like to see a little bit more how both teams are doing stat-wise as well.
yeah, that's the only downside from just being able to watch from their perspectives. We can't observe the whole thing, so it's hard to tell. But we'll see it after the game, whatever that is. I mean, it could be in the next couple of rounds. Marietta's up 5-0, so if they take this round and the next, and that'll be it.
That'll be a shorter night than both of us expected.
Yeah.
I mean, you said it could probably sometimes it could take even up till like 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
when you start.
I still remember like we had I think our big win last year. It probably went like 3 to 4 hours. Probably about I think 3.5 hours when it was all said and done, because each one went to like overtime match point. So at that point, that's like 14, 15 rounds, something like that. I mean, if you do the math, I mean, each round is at least 3 minutes plus setup time. So that's practically an hour in itself if you go that long. You'll do that 3 times. It's a long night.
I have to watch Sip play Mozzie. Mozzie is very nice tactically.
5 seconds left.
His cameras are really important for defenders, and taking an attacker's camera, it just gives you so much more spots that you can do it from. Especially since Mozzie can actually drive them himself. The only thing I wish he could do was pick up the drones that he's captured.
Yeah, that might be a little too OP. And you see Sith Jedi just spying someone out, taking a couple hits on him.
Yeah, I call this gun the pepperoni because all it does is pepper people. It's not very good in the damage, but it's got a decent hold on it. Sometimes with these smaller SMGs, though, you can get a lucky spray with a headshot. Ooh, losing half health to wall coming undone, but Juju getting the kill.
Yeah, so Juju was there to save him. Speaking of Juju, let's see how he's doing since he did get a frag. We haven't taken a look at his perspective lately.
I guess he should run back and forth through the hallway and listen for people. I believe I did hear a Monte.
Reload!
When he does spot someone, does take a lot of hits, so he's going to have to back off.
Ooh, that sounds like a nice DMR. That's going to do a lot of damage to him. Ooh, hearing the knock and get her from the side. There's the Montaigne.
Oh, he's going. You do. Wow, you do not turn your back on a player as a Monty. That was risky right there.
Probably trying to find a teammate that's outside. Yeah, that's what's keeping Juju back from going too far. Ah, but he's getting the help from the side.
Yeah.
Juju's still getting the frag though.
Op 4, last operator standing.
It's getting Duff. Juju hearing the last guy.
Ooh, it gets taken out.
Ah, yes, Buck DMR.
And he's taken out 2. Could he go all the way?
See, as much as I'm here for Marietta, I also wouldn't mind a Buck ace, so... Buck's a nice character. DMR does a good amount of damage, and being able to switch to a shotgun for close range, either for killing or taking down a wall, very helpful. Ooh.
That's 3 he's taken out.
Seconds.
He's got to find 2 more if he wants to win this round. He's trying really hard to carry the team.
10 seconds.
If he doesn't have bomb,
5 seconds remaining.
he might be screwed. They're pretty spread out.
I think that's the point. I mean, you just
Yep.
eat out the clock. That's all he had to do. Make it difficult for him to yeah, because the diffuser was right there.
Yeah, he had that watched.
Yeah, so
Yeah, the last part there, Buck just going around looking for someone.
but you got to give him kudos. I mean, he was able to take out 3 by himself when he was the
yeah.
only one left. So that was impressive.
All headshots too, so I'll take it.
Yeah. But this is it, guys. This could be it. It is match point. If Marietta takes this round, they will win the game and the series. The roles have swapped. Marietta will be on offense. So all they have to do is just take 1 round.
Ooh, this is a nice random bunch of operators.
Mhm.
They're getting rid of the line though. I mean, Amara still is a pretty nice aggressive flank.
But this is very interesting. I mean, the Gridlock and the Dokkaebi.
The only thing I'm seeing weird here is why there's a Thatcher with this. Because Thatcher, he can take out some traps and stuff, yes, but he's mainly used for hard breaching, and they're not really doing a hard breaching. Their strat is more rushing. I mean, they got Ash, Amara, those are both just fast characters that get in there, do damage. Gridlock's good for, if you can get her on point, using her gadgets to make sure other defenders can't get on point, and then Doke's just good for hunting people out. So the Thatcher confuses me, but overall it's a good just rush that they have, or they're gonna plan on at least.
I'm sure they have their reason. I don't know what it is, but
I mean, like I said, it's always you don't have Thatcher for anything, any kind of gadget mostly.
and we do see Cazenovia going with the Caveira, at least for one of their ops.
As long as they know that they have a Cav, they gotta be on their toes because she could be anywhere.
Well, the Dokkaebi should be able to help with that. So if the Cav is nearby,
Oh
should
yeah, that is one of her uses. It's also to make the last guy, if he's in the corner, very scared. Looks like we got 3 people piling in one room. First call going up. Ooh, some T damage there.
Oh.
Both on Dokkan himself.
Great job there, guys. We haven't seen a team kill in a while, so I think we're due.
Yeah. Ooh, I hear the little sonar going off. They still got another castle to break through, but they got no more Ash charges. Finally get into proximity. Ooh, Gridlock blocked off the stairs. That's another good use.
No longer in your possession.
Well, the V-Screw code does take out Boba Flex. The diffuser has been dropped.
Boba getting spammed by that. Usually getting him back.
You located the bomb.
And just deaths are going left and right. So it's now a 3v3. Although several from Marietta are low in health. Rest actually ends up going down. So there's only 2 left for the Pioneers. Now there's just 1 left.
Friendly last.
Cazenovia's just, they got all different corners and they caught them off guard where they trying to rush in just their run point.
If Marietta wants to win the match right here, Nugo's got to take out the remaining 3 members at half health.
Half HP, yeah, it's gonna be a challenge.
Do you think Marietta got overconfident in trying to go with an all-out like Zerg comp to try to win this round?
Probably, they're also probably thinking that Cazenova has taken a really, I get it's the one. Cazenovia has been taking such a slow approach, and they thought maybe they could. The slow approach is not the way to go, so they're trying to go all in, but it's not working as much. But hey, it's just got 2 people now. 1v1 situation.
That's true. So he just
And
take out
still
the
at half health.
30 seconds remains though, so he's gonna have to find, and he does find. That's it.
Oh, that was a nice little spray. Usually with those kind of slow peaks, he's be the one to lose that.
Yeah.
But no, that's another flawless victory match for Marietta, giving them the 2-0.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that one, yeah, Nugo there with the 4. Okay, so Nugo there with 9 frags. So we kind of mentioned he only had 2 frags in the last game. So he really stepped up this time. With
Most of everyone is positive.
Mhm.
with one exception.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone did pretty good.
Yeah. So with that, that is the match. Marietta does take
Good
this.
game, guys. You guys are really good.
Yeah. So Marietta does take this 2-0. So
Good
it
game.
is their first win
All right, I'll see you guys.
for the season. So congratulations to Marietta for that victory.
Yeah, it felt slow at some points, but it was well thought out, well done. A couple issues here and there though, which just I think most of it was just positioning but hey, we got it cleaned up in the end on most of those rounds. So
All right. Well, I'm gonna go see real quick if anyone wants to hop in for a quick little interview.
I mean, we have the time.
Yeah, we have a little couple minutes. I mean, I don't think we're gonna be here for an hour, but
Yeah.
we'll see if anyone wants to say a few things or get their thoughts about the game.
Man, that's 2 wins for Marietta today between all the different games we had. I see we're still incorrect at how I said Amara. Man, I'm so rusty, dude. Though I haven't played this game in a while. Like when it comes to names too, I'm terrible at names.
Okay. All right.
Get ready for this.
Yeah. All right. So give us a second here as we get set up. Mike, want to either come in or close the door? Yeah. Just saying.
Wonder why.
All right. So we'll swap over to the camera here real quick. Let's see here if this does. All right, there we go. So behind us here we have Juju Tap. So first of all, congratulations. First win of the season.
Oh, yeah.
First win for you on the Rainbow 16. How's it feel?
It was fun. We had an idea of what we were doing going into or a better idea going into this one. We actually warmed up this time. I
Okay.
think that did help.
So I mean, both games were very dominating. So what was your? So let's just start with Clubhouse. So what was your strategy with how you handled that map?
Typically for Clubhouse, we went to go open up the main wall, but then on CC, then we realized that they were going everywhere except for CC for a couple rounds. So we were kind of jumbled around with operators trying to figure out where they were going to go in a certain amount of time. Luckily, most of the operators we picked are good for any site, so we just kind of got the main walls open and held cross angles and went to plant. The main thing we were trying to do.
Okay. And then with Oregon, that is actually new in the map pool for Collegiate R6. So it's one that probably not used to playing. So what was the thought, at least the game plan on how to tackle that, especially for a map that you really may not have been used to?
Whenever we play ranked together, we do try to play that map quite a bit because it is new, so we're trying to learn new stuff. We've been doing the same hold for a while now, so it's worked for us, and it worked there, obviously.
Okay. All right. So in Oregon, round 7, and you're just one round away from winning it all. What's going in your mind?
Don't throw this, Vinny.
Okay.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's the second time we put that dude in a 1v-X situation on the last game.
So I know he was kicking himself from last week. Would you say, is it safe to say that Vinny has redeemed himself?
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Okay.
I don't know what that castle was doing. God knows what that castle was doing. Trying to barricade the door, and then that cat just came out of nowhere, and then the mirror was trying to hold a tight angle, but then he knew he was there. That's why he was walking and slow peeking that. It worked out well, I think.
Okay.
Obviously, but
Yeah. All right, but yeah, congratulations again. So we well-earned game.
thank you.
I guess we'll find out either tomorrow or Monday who you guys will be playing next. So since you are 1-1, so I think it's set up like a Swiss format. So you guys will go up against a 1-1 team for next week.
Okay. I think we'll be ready for it.
Okay. All right, so I think that's going to be it for us here today. So thank you guys for watching. It was much appreciated. As I said before, for the latest updates, please be sure, if I could talk, that'd be great. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts. It's basically Marietta Esports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Check it out. We'll try to get the match schedule for this upcoming week to you soon. Although I will say we're going to have some matches very, very soon because Monday, our Overwatch team will be playing against Shawnee State University, a very good Overwatch team, if I remember correctly. And then Tuesday, we're going to have 2 Rocket League matches. So 8 o'clock, they'll be playing against Manchester University. If that sounds smooth to you, yes, we've played them before. So it's going to be a rematch against them. And then at 9:15, they'll be playing against Lord's University as part of the NACE Rocket League competition. And then later in the week, we'll have Collegiate R6 at some point. Maybe Friday. Who knows
Hopefully
when it's
Friday.
going to be.
Hopefully Friday.
Hopefully. And then Saturday, we will have a couple more matches for Overwatch and League of Legends. I believe Rocket League will have a bye that week. So please be sure to check us out for there. So also in the chat, just give everyone a special thanks to the Quentin here for helping commentating in Rainbow Six. It's definitely a lot more informative with him helping out than just me by myself. So thank you for joining us.
It's been a while, but I'm happy to help. I got nothing to do, and it's a little fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, I might ask you to help again next week.
All right.
All right. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend.